show. But when to answer a question, it's a question, right? Just a question.
Maybe let me follow up.
Yeah, use your microphone. No?
Maybe let me follow up now. Now, question 1.5.
One.
Okay. So
yeah.
One limiting. Ebo oppose for che one. Do courses through all this process. No. Or more prescribe say one fan call psychiatric na any assessment. You say everything is okay. Yes, please. Do call. How was the results?
Result in the night.
For my microphone, man.
Result in the night was okay, but you say no more. Can say me my bodam. Me my dream. So they should send me to the psychiatric and check.
Assessment.
Assessment, you know, it wasn't true.
I'm okay. Let me okay.
All right.
Hospital of local.
Pantai. Yes. Well, salam down.
Due diligence.
No. What? No person finding out information bias information no correct. But said a bono kind of. I'm receive information and everything is okay.
Yes, everything. I'm okay. Questions almost beside me. And yeah, like be I'm in my school there.
Okay.
Spell car. Yeah.
Omo cat as spell car.
Spell cat. CAT cat. Tina me kwa na me bofu.
No. Yeah, share that medical examination say be maybe tested near maybe only pedua.
But so no dey onye medic. Was onye medic.
Yeah, but the one I do spell cat ne car.
Well, said the omo dey buy no. The omo no any more they buy that is what they follow.
1 2 minus we I me throwing now me book me call sales me throwing how many times and I may have sex. I'm sure sex me be that nin kai obana me ne ye no
also you do for and then kai obana no won no
say be breed
and one kind or bow and have it. And maybe be one kind would be a donor. And we are not satisfied as everything is clean.
But no, as a man, dear, a more say on Shumubako.
It is on time.
Tiny blood in me.
I think they try another.
Anyway, but I'll come back to you. Ralph, we are a content creator. And Ghana, I can one of the biggest bloggers. I mean, Ghana, we yeah. So a guy in your friend say, would the Maya or would the Maya? Is he would the Maya no? I mean, you are one of the big social media, personalities that the world has, seen. Who follow Unia Usinia Ebo Noah and Raf because you work within the same space.
Right.
So the whole issue surrounding him with the Noah's Ark and everything. And net was say
metia ashafona mada obibia utia cry femendase na metia menuanom so wo studio hanum nia na metia wode maya so be bibia wo bia say and yede me metumi atoto wode maya. That means I'm really doing something great because wode maya is one of the iconic people that this country will one day remember. To be very, very honest, I became a little bit interested with the ARC issue, from the 20th going. The rest of the days, almost go back and forth in here. From the 20th, and I think it became very topical on social media, specifically with TikTok and baby Fabia. And you know how the algorithm works on social media. When a DB PK FYP, it keeps popping up on your phone anytime you open the app. America folk, and I was like, Charlie, Nankufu, Sebio, ya Jenny Seda, New Juma, and and you may hear what my woman. I know the baby have always been saying it that we pay attention to nyoma bi ehun say they need for so or man rather than to focus on real social economic issues confront a daily basis. Until me, I didn't really pay attention that much until the 20th going. Now me started me paying attention, and I had to take a trip to one of the cities in Sorry Bupa and evangelism Wokrupa. And then I know Kase Ohun Kumasi. In fact, we do I counted not less than like 10 preachers from every at least 100 meter biano. Really? You say, yeah. I have the videos I can share. Right? Every 100 meters we do. What we mean to do pano? Say offer your friend is saying Malcolm.
Yeah.
Malcolm stretching.
Yeah.
End to end. Also offer Malcolm say I don't quite a top man.
Yeah, it's the top man.
Yes. From
Ben
Kesben me kono into from 100 meters biano from the end to the road to the end of the road no another pastor set it up we see another one set up okay every room another one set it up oko they say omo busu e be so I started asking say I can't some few days now 25th baba bedu and send me cause social media baby mo mama ya sofo anya mitumi ene mo kasa na me na frɛ mu die me ye sure say o ka kyerɛ bu nua ba ko na wa ka kyerɛ bu nso enti nkamu ya me bi mai na sofo ba ko ebua ya I think it made a lot of sense to me that I remember I can say obi bia oje bible di na oje nyankopɔn asɛm a waka di no ebia enu a obeteki da asɛm no say ɛyɛ asɛm bia ɛyɛ valid way bia efi nyankopɔn bia wo bai ko bible na di adanse say nyankopɔn ensesana no de oka no eno no oye na se nyankopɔn ka se ode nsuo asai no wa bre so na nsuo ne teye no oto rainbow e ka se fiti sa bre no eko ofa nsuo se wi ase ma there is no way nyankopɔn be sia so sana no abeka che ne doba bia we pie Ghana se oside nsuo ba be
but who say eye content na no all create.
For me as a content creator, yes, I saw it because when I saw the video first, what I did mostly me who on social media, even the threats and the things that comes to me, when I get it, I first go to your page, then scroll to the last bottom of your page. Now me share me build the app. Nipa no consistency idea then I know so you see the transition and you see say no a content creator. On the video be no fear be more and or creating those contents. So coming up with that concept, it was a content. Maybe when one show up,
but who say a content?
I saw it. I saw say a content and no creating.
And also go ahead Kobusa so for.
Let me person who Ghana for him because you pay attention so much. Say I say ya no current. Let me person who say no kure say ya dwene no da bibia ya de ne da na say de me hu no me na my delusional because ebetumi aba so wo gina baby na nipa ni nya da ne mboa na wo ni so so mo da ne mboa na do da hu gina o so obi say obi foforo gina nkyere say no kure say mo da ne mboa na say so I needed to take a step further.
Do you think the arrest was necessary?
I know you low who send me the yana and can a bit way kakra but I think say I am right and some run say obi eye bibia say miss information and I say a false news yen take such actions I think it is fair but the processes near the film Emani pani to me dema on this particular issues, and a problem kakra. I think say CIDs, sometimes they should be fastering some of these processes because at least, like I said, you go to the background of the person on social media and you see baby feedback the transitions and what he has been doing. You will be able to establish say no, nipano, sadly say no ye, and maybe we're just trying to create certain impressions outside. But yeah, on confer I see a chum be you join in here and you know.
Anyway, Enye Bonua, Eric Survivor Media and social activist. Eric,
yes, sir.
Sir, issues with Bonua. You are a content creator. Oh yeah, you are a blogger. It will say.
Greetings to your wonderful listeners. I appreciate everybody on board. Yes. So
kindly get closer to the microphone.
Good. All right, let me hold it a little bit. think we are good, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So, Ebonowa has exposed the mentality of Ghanaians. How
I see.
Ghanaians think. He has exposed everybody. Assuming Ebonowa was doing something positive that will bring benefit to this nation, something like what the Bastard Boys were doing, like anything positive on the ground, you will not see Ebonowa here all over the places. Because Ghanaians, we pay attention to useless stuff. Now, when I saw the videos popping up and then the whole engagement of this brouhaha of 2015, I went to his page. So when you go to his page, you see, we don't pay attention, Ghanaians. Majority of the youth, all of us, we don't pay attention. We just follow. Now, when you go to Ebonowa's page, he wrote it in his bio. This is not a prophecy. It is a vision.
Oh, I
Yes.
see.
It is not a prophecy.
Yeah.
It's a vision.
Yeah.
But because Ghanaians,
Yeah.
this is the main.
Your listeners want you to get closer to the microphone.
Yeah. So
You're saying something.
So because we as Ghanaians, we don't do background research on anything that pop up on the media. We just follow. Many people did not go to check what exactly is the man doing. I even did a video about it, and I was saying, teaching high priest, and I said, no, the man is championing something. All right. Now, so it is a vision, not a prophecy.
So
it's all content.
you went to town to defend Ebonowa's content creation.
No, so I did not defend, but I put it in two ways. In my content, I said it's either he's mentally challenged or he's championing something, an agenda. Now, the problem I have, or where I am disappointed, is the fact that he is talking about the vision right now. That he wants to build his own ark and bring people on board and all that. It's a vision, all right, to make it a tourist something. Now, the problem around it is where I will recommend as a fellow Ghanaian that we need to check our brother again. Is the fact that our brother is saying that the boat or the whatever ark he's going to build is going to contain 600 million people, and the more people go in, the more it will expand. And he's gone through the mental evaluation or whatever at the psychiatric hospital, and then surprisingly he's correct. So it means that at the psychiatric hospital, a lot of people need to be discharged.
No, yes. but when you listen to Ebonowa very well, obviously he's talking about content creation. Sometimes content creation doesn't come in a form of normal human thinking. I mean, you're a blogger, you are a content creator. You raise issues. Some of the issues at the end of the day, you realize that no, you just wanted to you just wanted to use it to bait your followers.
Yes, so we are in a country that we need to be in order. Okay, when you are on the media space, it's just like you are in the public space. Okay,
so for you think he can never build an ark that can contain 600 million people?
There's no technology like that, unless even the Chinese don't have that technology. So where is he going to get that technology when a lot of people will be getting into the and to be expanded from where? Okay, so now this is my point here. The media space, this is a proof that the media space needs to be sanitized. If not, everybody can just wake up and put everything out there, because Ghana was on the map when this whole thing pop up. Ghana is known for something, but this is a deception coming from Ghana, and because of that, somebody ahead, I can confirm, but people move outside with their luggages, and because some people are very religiously, they are not okay when they hear about Jesus and God said the brain is gone, so they came and got disappointed. So the media space need to be sanitized, so that we don't wake up
just because of this Ebonowa's ark issue.
Exactly, because some people were people are even panic. I watched a video of a lady, a young girl who was traumatized. The girl was crying on social media.
In what way?
Yeah, because he's begging, the girl is begging that they should find Ebonowa so that she can get into the ark. She doesn't want to be destroyed, because people religiously, people are crazy. So you bring this thing into the system. You are not different from the doomed prophets. You understand? Because you did not even clarify. You hide the whole thing in your bio. That is a vision, not a prophecy. And Ghanaians, you know that we don't do research, and everybody took it as a prophecy. And you see, he even clarified that he didn't give any
date,
specific
date,
year, not date.
Yes.
With the date, he was, emphatic on it.
Exactly.
But with the year.
But still, you can't just wake up and then challenge people's heart, because religiously people are crazy. So his arrest connecting to this particular content, I mean, I'm into the state. They should make sure that they should check our brother very well, because this is not right. If nothing is being done, I mean, these days people want to trend a lot. So somebody is going to wake up tomorrow and bring on something on board, and the whole country will be in panic, because there was a lot of panic, actually.
Eric, remember back to Ebodoa, your colleague, content creator Eric is here. I'll say no, baby, I didn't do that. Some side you come back, go check you. Do you agree with him?
Maybe there. You know one hour. Let me say, the arc came in as a wisdom of content. So what you say? Isida. A bit to me. Now it being an arc of content. Vision a bit to me. Maybe I am creating a vision for tourism. I am creating a vision
which they are not looking at that side.
They are not looking at that side. But almost doing say show better manage. I say on mine.
We are saying no mine.
We are saying
okay.
What I say. Enti o say ana me catch you say aba ni say no obi kura ehun bi da o person be hu. Enu kura create tourist for the person. So no one na e kan one say mo Bible mu kura o hu ni da. Akenu so o hu da. But obi abana wa portray bibi as Noah in the Bible akna ba. Wow.
So it is good that we should portray or build a tourism center based on deception.
That's why I'm no. That's why I'm telling you.
How are you going to get the ark?
I don't make a choice. No.
Need to be expanding. People will come looking to see an ark, which will be expanding as people are going in, and then they'll be disappointed.
I don't make a choice. Ark no. A wisdom of content. You be to me that restaurant. The more uncomfortable, and be koi be by be koi. Now Joshua na me.
It part 1 and 2 that
of you kono be banting na mesina na will record. The more people are coming, it is expanding. Uncomfortable now so we see baby expanding na we.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay. So I think in all this conversation, Ebonoa as a content creator, with different perception that okay, Saturday we can lead us to maybe creating something. If we are see Obia who be that, just imagine say baby okohu that ark no, papa ne de no, a boat no, and one about by center. After the restaurant where people eat in the boat. A man for cocoa did because until Tanti Ghana Airways didn't even say aeroplane a restaurant or aeroplane with that. The anchor said, I buy more yes, audience were Bodamana. And I said, a job with them in the president or yes, audience. The president or yes, audience, Uncle Fanum Kogan said, no, bottom because how can you? How can you ever think a sad time when sa blogger issues you or and then president the sorry say yeah the restaurant to come catch us about them.
No, so that is normal.
That one is normal.
Okay. What our brother is saying, this is something abnormal which we are waiting to see.
Okay,
it's a vision. You see, the whole thing or the end goal of this conversation is his bio.
Yes,
it's a vision.
Yeah, he said.
All right.
He has said two things. That in the vision he saw a building, he saw the rain falling, and huge, a crowd trying to enter into one building. So there was chaos. That is what he saw. He did not see that boat or ark in his, vision. Now, in his quest as a content creator, to make the thing more, attractive, he decided, so, okay, let me use somebody's boat. I mean, friend, the Noah's Ark. And he used it to relate to what happened in the days of Noah. Then he linked it to his vision. Into so no air tunnel, and then only in a boat, arc no into microphone ram yanko. That's how he tried to link it.
So you see, I don't have problem with the vision.
But
okay.
You have problem with
how he structured it.
Okay.
Yes. And I mean,
the way he structured it exposed how Ghanaians think.
Okay.
This is like understanding before you go into or market something. You need to understand your market very well. You need to understand your audience very well, what they need and the need of like what they will prioritize. Yeah. Okay. Now he understand that Ghanaians they pay attention to questions. Okay. If it is like you want to do this professional way to say that okay we are going to you put it out that no we need some have some tourist center, like the Noah kind of nobody will pay attention to it.
Nobody will pay attention.
And I'm disappointed also in the Christians who are actually against this whole thing and have problem with Ebonoa. The Christians, not the people those who are not those of us who are not Christians there, we are cool to have problem with him. Okay, the Christians, they also believe in their Bible that Noah built an ark. The mosquitoes went to the ark, the snakes went to the ark, and everybody, all the animals in this world, the lions and everything went to the ark together with Noah and his family. And they stayed there. When you look at the structure of the ark and then the measurement, an animal in my community cannot go inside that ark. But Christians believe that it happened. Now they're having problem with their own brother, telling them the same thing that happened in the Bible, because he is not a white man.
Okay. So two-face Dibia.
Yeah.
Now, Neil Ate says, would the police also invite Akufo-Addo, who promised to build a cathedral for God and ended up with a hole after spending state funds on the project? Yeah, no, and your first news are
the scamming they started from the top.
Anyway, our broadcaster friend, Honto.
Over.
And any bloggers, yeah, analog for. Yeah, for bloggers and so this issue, your thoughts, just a minute, they are running out.
Over, me, tintin here when you say. Maybe I'm because social media are boy in several ways. One of the ways I said social media are boy, and some young say we have a lot of Ghanaians as a be omonim dear or form. Na normal Yankopon bo nipa na nyina nyepe ebi wa ebi eti ebi ekoko ebi etuntum ebi eti ebi etenten obi nim nyansa obi agimi obi hoɔden obi ni ahoɔden obi oska obi ohiani obi awo mama na buso obi eboni saa na Yankopon si abɔ ne niama na de na wɔse yɛ de onim nyansa na wɔso de ne nyansa boa de ese bi oni nyansa wɔ fam na wo pigya no enti se esi create content. The content should be in the context that you have build this society. How does Ninsamo Kai in the society be they build it? And I'm happy. Who call maybe to say China or mom so social content creators. So we need degree about the issues so a person will discuss here. They will not allow you. Because say a war ni padu no asibi o ma dwen no manyansa war from it no. They believed him. Me I saw the videos. Na okojina ti say at quota tracker esunua on say sa bushcat o map bebre na we shoot video ni kakra bi o ma unya the full view of it no aka so ye di nua foforo aba a de ba be complete no akwa akojina ambassador against false publicity on social media. And another thing that we should go there. They be amika say so fa America cray especially number who ye nene you or dog ni anyway now we follow us na ni page me. Oh yes. Ni page me papa. Yes, ni page me like said na me next week. I myself am a Christian. I said that mensa utabego say most Christians or more accept Jesus Christ or more common sense and ye juma biu. Ye believe in niama in the spirit than the AC physical. I bet me the assessment. Ni anka say pass your judgment. And we just follow. Ye won crofo bebre akwabi ni hotel ewo a CPP for nchen ho no mo a asalam down ho
yeah
at a point no we politics me refinidi 2011 o ka kire say 11th November 2011 awiase be say eya ho press conference yes Yenian Central for ya we gave the platform healing no do so ye hwe na ye hu no ento bia pese obey popular and if kwa nkrofo paso mo catch attention. Let me go and lie. Let me just create something there. See you any real non for attention, ma'am. See me, what's okay? One way jet me so amazing for me, Ghana fool. Through that, no enya advert or korane. Through that, no be any so because we're timia mobilizing followers. On a negative note, but to be per se, oh, so negative note now, they made them how you created your content, how you do it. I don't care. Once you have the following, you know. Let me just engage you. Na me phantom in yama. And now we can't do that to build a society. Si entimi amfa omo munim nyansa rent mom for mo nyansa no amwa se bi omo nyansa wo for mo. Then as a country, where are you going?
All right, so Lawrence Akpanyo is following us from the United States of America, and he's just sending this message. Akpanyo say, Commander, do you know what happened? I was at work in America here, and some Venezuelan colleagues came to me asking about the ark built in Ghana. And they mentioned Ebonua. And I told them that I have no idea. And so they told me that, no, this issue is, across Southern American media, everybody is talking about it in Venezuela. So I just checked and I realized it was true. What I told them was that the Bible never mentioned God destroying the world with flood again. So they should just disregard it. And so this issue, or no purchase any Venezuelan friends, and a man who had a cry AC now onya cranty. But the end one says, Yamesu be say we are seeing all the Africa swadia. Nature say, but before we run it up, at the end I'll catch followers.
Oh, first of all, no matter Bobie Ansah, Ghana police, meda omwase papa. We say Bibi Antwa law no yes. Say no mama me say law ewo ho. Na Bibi a obey bia make sure say authentic. Unim and I say wo information ewo. Iti me de eno na maka no just after case we I'll just come out. Your bumper say Bibi be fine. After case we will just come out and advise the youth. Say Ebia to me that. May they to me ourselves when easy. Say in the morning you sit like a monkey, in the night you sleep like a fish. And a power kutwa we china be ya. That easy for 3 weeks. Nana do what that was street. I me one me pam me bibia. Nti misre say wo ye bibia.
So we see any SARS ne bia manusi sumina so muka se omu jelu do akwa who could do prison also no educate you and more almost here education because some of them very soon can be some
but all them
Anyway, bro, thanks so much for coming.
Yeah, bumper say by next month being it a month of love, no. The same chiche sells for no.
Any makakra. Anyway, Ebo, yeah, that's a CFR waba. Content creation, no. Yeah, so all started a year or advocacy na. You better how I bit me abua.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah, no be Juma. We'll keep in touch with you every day. Na BBIS ye Emma and Emma fan yeah. And here that's be brave. And Obia send me Kwabena so appear or see no Finland. Ne office colleagues. Abrofun the best friend say no appear Ghana. Or see no him. And
but it's yes one guy be me award. It's police for achievement.
Okay, yeah, that's me, you know. Thank you so much. Live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Memrasu say Baba yeah, Juma say yeah, and bloggers no Juma more. All right, so a friend just sent me a message, says, Commander, the first time I heard of Ebonua was from Kenyan Times. I was in Ghana, but did not know what was happening. We need to be careful with false news, okay? So this one is coming from a very good friend who just sent in a text message. And today I am with Ralph St. Williams, social activist, Eric Sovo, Survivor Media, social activist, and my very good friend Samuel Into, a broadcast journalist, Original TV. What is the movie of your Sunday? Honto too is another mad guy. All right, so Mama Minya Ralph Akwaba.
Yeah.
Ralph, last week, Name Puabusa Assassin Way. There's another documentary appear about and Yenkomodino will be very general. But there is another documentary appear about Rich Hospital. Bribery, corruption. My name is Eric. Watch a documentary no. A fourth estate and a Sardiano, and they have it all over the place. Many boss were one of the first person I want to buy me to say. And yeah, they were in a rough copy so no, not all kind of see man but video no. And was saying,
me obi prompted my attention. Or friend no say. Or friend me say congratulations, and I'm like, now me say the usual congratulations. I mean, from last 2 weeks, me here back. You say Ibrahim Mama Tamama Menyaka. It's okay, congratulations. I was like, congratulations, Ben. And I say, until say you say rage one issue ni be ma say si mo de we are babiem, and I'm like, me these things I don't want to pay attention again because we are a country where. Wona obeye say the panel and odi bibia eye problem with society no mobile bonte no you are the one that will be tagged as if you are delusional as a wono bibia wo ye bia no onye papa no exactly so obidia ebia we mu dia I'm hoping say we mu dia ba na enye said you meme style no because I hear a lot of people say ne approach ebia we mu approach no dey something better can come out of it because what I know is that you're talking about nyoma the nyoma babonte and nothing happened. Kevin Taylor, had a lot of exposés by from 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 up to 24 election up to date. Kevin Taylor Kwadaye, ya signed the Bakukra about the Peso Ghana Public Accounts Committee. Ya say yede and a woman could discuss a bimukra betanaswa admit it. It's a no admittee, but still almost fee shame coming out of it. Into the usual one, ya buy a photo state for the videos about the documentary now by Yashe and Kusiaga. The same people will be working. Which country in Omudonipa, Omupenipankwa, Obibe to me pretende say ya Bruno. Owuani na dani pano ye nim say ye institutional obi tumi fo obi baton ejiska obi tumi wo obi panie ku no ejiska na saa nipa no wa ye saa suban no adamedi na as a country publicly ye ntumi afa bonbonten say ya pam saa nipa no fi say dwumedi wem agene license e ne gira mra no aside me kofi ase say wo bia na wo se na esatade wo bia na yamma wakonya se bra na besum oman we no say wo de nto kontompo ene obi hutan ese da abo saa suban bi ana oda bra bi say dia emra sei ina ne bedi na ya anya nipa ne hwe a oh come on oyale atete duro na nyam na fasa
spokesperson Dr. Tinkrant to me threaten media say
sa papa ne de minya lawyer ni bia be onji miska minim say me ami Oliver Baka or no Oliver na de konti ami for Oliver din be say Oliver ye nyam sumu ni dodo pemman so twe hunu bia nti onya ya bro just be careful and just stay away from these people because we have more serious things no can say but me man so twe ni pa I say ko kakra ye friend say ekufo de club no some kakra wo mu me pe minyo obi obaboa me a o ye besi no na baby kro okoto se me num wi a ye ni wi fo ba ho no na wa ba be kire omo ba ho ni po wo ma oye wini a ono ne kwetena base esi bia or what the records ne say we die oye wini na odi ni aba because a character defamation so obe catch me say materiality your attitude of stereotypism no is so bad that yeah obetena we can as na abega ni papa bio maame ba ko bi su ko gina GH1 say I have the videos. No, you are ambushing me. Up to date the video no mine. Omo show video in na omo ya prepared. They should gather all their evidences. Video chrono omo ya ready. Omo share court omo dey about court.
But remember on to San Minia Eric so want to with these issues about social canker and nema course because sometimes I me share rough. The issues Ralph raising, any issues like this issue about a rich hospital from Nkrumah time, akwaswa bepemene even under the resetting, and even under the resetting, from all indications you can feel from Ralph's voice that look adewe enkosiaga. So what is it with our institutions that people just do things or dim kwasiasem no afane ho adi and I know say fire service for no makobu Accra FM reporter po
fan ho adi
o ma fa ho adi
asoja for timiti si ashama ni
akobu nipa
whole community.
So what is the issue
over the ten say your training your system no o design system say we shouldn't think outside the box. The about 2 years, this is the normal thing. So let's do everything normal. Obekanya, a year national service, national cathedral, I'm now 2 years. Who's an hour? Omuana media, traditional media, need to make who say, give you more bad publicity. No, I feel more Kwabena room. But Raf, call demonstration, call boon and crew for Remono. Yakwacheno. Aden wakwa kubua magana fo nyina
ehu sa amna
ni
wasi agari
amakrofo kudware mu
what le gari mu
yes the kind say
some people say no but I have to sack everybody from his own time almost because we woman ona ko biye
2016 Abraham Mugabe mu issues ni ba ya edom ko jail no
yeah
and ma me take over the show pampaso me take show no and I miss me them start by now more segment more to the critical thinking, the common sense analysis. Me pick you on issues. Now ma analyze it. Now there was some bashing. The management of the station, Emma me memo. That's what she see. Omo catch me say memo no me buy any time say I shouldn't raise anything a year. Something I believe say this is how things should be done. Nemo me buy between 2 to 2.5.
Yes,
do the introduction. After that, go for break. Over and start the discussion. Nothing editorial. But and then no popular political show, be morning show or afternoon show on your editorial. But Ebano near Kashe. Sane akwakoye. Oko rich. Maybe near rough. Ma follow no several years. Ubi some say social content creators and crowdfunding creator. Most of them because they want views. And yama muye nyina nyama a deep positive change bia bregana. But you can't say same about him because of why me fati system one unjust. Corrupt system ye hu ye and yama be brand nko ye hu ye or risking in life. Adia will be a traditional media cranyani or risking in life. And what year? How many times one go jail? Yeah, chinitum.
Oh, on the abel no ma.
Yes.
You used to work was rather saving any bread.
Yes. How many times? Several times. Man, what do you see? Obi kunawu. Oba odi kuna. No obi afa camera no da ko jina say me ko interview eye kunani no.
How do you feel?
Ukunu wu ye no. Sana wo sitire no na wo tene say dia na say wo baye ten. Opa kuna fo ni kunu she fridge.
Person is crying.
Nipa ni suna camera si so ni because
na oba kura fo so na ni hu a.
Oka kan yesi eye content creation.
How you feeling now?
Na lumba busia ye ko akosua se wa ho. ne okodo broni so side ne ati group wi na ebi so ko abusia penyu ho na yes content creation I bet me a focus attention nana Ridge Hospital hospital obi bia obewura mu pie bi obehu the facility wo ho no be ka kire say this is the future. But as to say Ghana for patient I call no enya so mfase also munya no na I know see another thing. I have a personal experience. Nyame nko anka me yiri
Right.
Nyame nko a.
Don't say that.
Unim, the time kasa no. That was 2017. Oba nenyem. Ne time so ye. And I'm already in the Ebeka Bene 3 months no. And I'm ye no, I didn't buy rich. And to no con 98 as the Mobinian records be and say they one yet in the back. Already no my assessment is also me in CS. And T you be do hospital around 2:30 area. Me and I'm driving and me mammy and the koye. Yet now one more reception hole for hours. Almost say a why ma. Why ma, but at least somebody should attend to her. Finally, me ye did no uremu. Nurse in your assessment no, eka say I wanna cano. And into a mom prepare na omo imagine wo. But sadly no the time I saw all pong. And the obe take over no. And no catch and said this is nipa no condition. And the better take over na say enya wo.
Yeah.
Was say you need free ho at the neighbor betina reception ho. The thing was getting worse. It said the Obano was in pain. So I rushed in. And to many nurse in any no. And a doctor ni no or duty neti. And no or call the saying it's a chimney or some for banma. A coffin boy assessment was saying coach or trade room and say men fanon co. O mammy ba lab will be wo su. A dan quaran about to baby. Me method when I'm saying test me test me dey test no doctor no hwe wi a osa for mama ne bed patron maka say bed ni ho reception ho apem for makoma 4 and net ho no yes bed ni ho banana ebro m ka zo mo ba ne bed am wura mu a metimi hu na there were several empty beds ewo ho okay o say bed ni CS and o come an bed no me dey koto no nobody was attending to her and she was in pain. And to what see mu ba ko a draw attention mo ko na je say abofra no eba afi the nurse ni say on twem on chim afi no on twem no ko she gloves emran sana watchim ewo mreko abofra ne yes obana abof enti a young nurse berma ano ye ne atin say oye almost intensive clinicals wono na ji me ira wo. Enti CS no anye. Now him the funny thing.
Tell me.
Omoje awoni wie ya omo take details say bebusa be mani din baby oye adwuma ene ayi. Enti oba ne ball ni kunudin. And obisa say okunu adwuma no say radio good. Onya ka say radio good na everything changes. Afedie me wo ho na e be frame me. We adwuma radio good. Say afedo ma hu say like somebody on social media and they gave a very different treatment. That night, I pay mama kuma 4 and a shro mama. Met me a some man and no man wife take reception 3 of them omulusu mama. Ya kase bed in woman and there was several beds. Enti Ridge Hospital near Sinicama facilities in ho oko baby a wo mofra mo fro niko baby a de mofra no kokko assessment several ho but ukwa the we are ye de ma fam titru ne sa apem for side nana very bad, but we don't pay attention. Ralph no call ya okọ kan ya okoyi di buy de hu ye no ye nya afna bi antena Adum TV omo fre ni bibi okay.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a lady, one of our Adum TV presenters, lady. And what the camera call, walk around and money boy, no me naked, and at this, was rather condemning, but issues no I de buy and near my try say draw attention. I mean, when you team yourself, and in the yet you're not on China feed the condemning. Nana after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months in the church, and then you're regional way. Regional Bay, a draw a year 7,000 cedis. 7,000 cedis, so not doctor. What trust 7,000 ama patient in family no kwa kotaba no as friends and 7,000 $7,000 cedis $7,000. So from 7,000 cedis to over 70,000 Ghana cedis. Patient buy what say treating or hospital na doctor na directing to a private hospital. This say omo pharmacy outside the hospital. A draw was say or cry or hospital be nya manon near directing the panel near the no cost pharmacy no because one year turn aboarding na ya jimusika sanya ma we nyina ekoso the same rage ona bu kwamna minta kando e ba ye nyema ekoso sha se ko they started attack o man ye in such a way say we a minister kra no a omo ma hospital ni state institution e no go area because of what they are doing. Omo ma kwan ma wokra wontimi hu de ekoso and it's a minister crying to me nya. What about the patient? Obiat, these are the issues. We can build all the big hospitals, nice hospitals, but omo ayo ma sede so ma me nya healthcare ye betimi nya apomuden no so mo yo madwen say no mo be no na we will not get anything.
But I think say on my way we don't like meting out punishment. Say because me say I am one say fire service say mean cancel me be permanent. Say fire service personnel two media practitioners
more than 6
abono.
Why? Because you put a camera recording
and permanent then they are working.
There be public
incident nesi jana shinya me cause no recording.
Yes, but your Ghana National Service fire service. You open your dano. I want my room. You interior minister. You want the deputy. You want woman you know, but obi emfa ho enti but guys no your majuma. They are working. So the issue is about punishment. Say idea you name say oh yeah cry financial fire service for ni bi. Ube kofie amebinu baba be ya adwuma. Na nke nipa no kwotena fi okoye dey amekobo ensentweni na ye media.
The sad part they said they will come out publicly no matter justify.
But Mamenya the way. So a friend just sent me. Obviously, Ghana law favors the rich men in Ghana, the poor, young from Kahon, and Hunter can say me says yeah, so Raymond says will be the problem we have as a country is impunity. Nobody is scared of nothing and nobody. Right opposite the central police station, traders are selling in the middle of the road, but the police have forgotten their own principle of maintaining law and order and protection of human lives. This is Ghana for you, Bobie. I mean, look, recently there was an issue with a year cast in so Kwaku Wanya University ewa Accra quickly so or call mame eba back now on kudim komo kumase so oko eye baby a memodi he went there, he got there and called me, Daddy, the way the place is choked no, my member fee now or Chayempe plane ticket. I mean, Franco, that will be easier. And I'm saying, why it choke says into driver out in a quiet and Busan say, I want to say, so I know somebody. I called the person was like, oh, Obanejira. So I called Kwaku, go to this place, enter here. When you enter there, blah blah blah. So he entered. Kwaku came out within 5 minutes and called me, Daddy, take it a good table, no super baby. Go ahead and nipa watch the so the question me busa me say hey the only thing ya ono so be frɛ abose obo me ebobie me bani no obey den me question ba me trimu ano no and I was so sad that enti mobrophobia or no so on be too quiet because you see bia ba wa homache as at 2 a.m.
Yes, yeah, farmer.
3 a.m.
Yeah, you're frustrated.
Yes.
You don't know.
You don't know anybody. Only the enti. So me bad friend me a question about me three say, hey, tini pado do na ono. You muni obia obefriend no. Ono onye Raf. Ono onye Honto. Ono ma Facebook. Onye Eric. Onye Popular. So sani pano. Ono so onye day because obi one ne ba eko enchi Kumasi wada ho from 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Take his new go bi a bag musi ne dem ne office
senior
on fama on ton
minister of person querico yes say abandoned me from Metro Mass for the past 6 years me
why
Metro Mass yeah abandoned say me am for Metro Mass bi
wo
yeah for 6 years me for Metro Mass
6 years
yeah
are
What did you do?
me come only obi ofo bus call oboase dunkwa I am free bia nim say asem Metro Mass for the night bus every dunkwa ne I am free for and you would have to buy the tickets probably in the morning or in the afternoon, then you board the bus in the evening, night bus. Maami bi so be try ticket. Anopabe 8 on aneba. Only 15-12 years, so it's 12-15 years. Etna hoduma to anajo 9 na bus neba board no. Nipa na no kita ticket na call around the check seat and say seat na anyema, bus na anyema un. Maami ne ntwa ticket ama ne ba ketwa se 10 years with the same no nti se omo nsina ba se ne ntu nyesa do nkutwa ticket from na me kwatena ba se na me de ade asese maso na me ti etire o ze etire ne 6 seat nti me de me na ye seat ne so a me matale window no ho asa anyama ena me feeling nyom ewe etire onom so eti me hu se car no and bus ni be se omo so esi no bus ni be tu a ena omo so ena mako complain say car ni ma esi na da no omo say now back and forth na community my tension bad na me headset ni film so say what is going on ena omo say yes say akola bi ntwa ticket into omo nsi no ena omo say bodam for be na car da asem no ma me bu officer na am say bodam for be na car da asem no say akola 10 years and I made that statement in me the next 10 years of our life the next 15 years of our life say akola we ne ma me humiliation na be ma no say ne ma me nya that time na ticket is 65 cedis yinsi no in free bus ni then you call them enta ina me friend nipa na omo conductor me friend o me read inscription na ma trebu ya no that enkwale ko school ye free adinti na wuji akriska na o de enye free mpa ne ma me enye scam twebia bus na nkasa anyama into ma ne tena mu bi ne yakwa ebe yeden metu mas ni bi meka nche ye say o ma ne ma me bi ne nwie bi ne yiri bi ne ga bi entra bus ni for free da etin ge omko frɛ director so ba say me na me ekose wo car ni mutimi nsi enye sa me pa me ntua afi bas ni bra o de enye hwe yanjeje 1 cedi ne 5 cedi ne pɛtwa kram se obi ntua 1 cedi mpo bas we metu tua ma akola ni akọ but nobody has to pay anything. Do you know the implication and na make us 10 years to come akola we nyame mpengu so obeda ni am droba because ni ma mi ni bi and ni ma mi ntumi enya 65 cedis you can imagine the kind of pressure cause you feel any akola ni dream achieving it na extra obeda ni am droba na akola we na ejina kwan so na metro mass bus bi betwem no almost stop no mo ba we bi no bi ka say oh ye paataw mo fa ye bone ntewa odi so do mo bone betemo obekai eyawo a metro mass mu brebi otima asem to ni maami obi anka bi ama no.
So we will come back with this issue about whether we are only resetting the economy, but we are not resetting our service or our system. We will come to it because we are sending me that message. And Atiaku David says, Bobie, I suggest the government must deploy military officers to our various hospitals just to supervise their activities. I am King David from Medina. Okay, so this one is coming from King David. Maunyo says, I can't believe that most Africans or brown-skinned people think the events that happened in biblical times were better off than what is happening today. So I think this one is going to Ebonoa. Ebenezer Mokto says, Bobie, me bagana bia my license me too. Says he can iba kuwa and one no, Obia and TH review, and that is Ghana for you. All right. Felix, what says James should ensure the service sector also have to get the share of resetting, and this is the issue. We will come back to it. But Eric and Koma Unyanumu, you know, what are you picking from it as a blogger?
Yes. So you see what is happening at the Ridge Hospital. For example, you will not understand until you get there, and then you face the reality. You know, certain things when people are talking about it cannot be explained to you for you to understand. You need to experience it. Yes. So many people who have problem with this RAF and Ridge Hospital issue, unless they got there or they get there and then they experience it themselves, then they will understand. Explanation cannot explain to them or get them to understand. Now, for the corruption aspect of it also, now, who is going to be held accountable? Those videos will go over, people will talk about it, and then nobody will go to jail, everybody, and then that's all. So the system need resetting just as the people in the country need resetting. In our, when you go to the hospitals, our institutions, how people behave, especially like the nurses, the way they behave towards the patient all the time, because this complaint have been coming on and on and on, and nothing is being done about it. It will come, we talk about it, and then it's gone. It will come tomorrow, we talk about it, and people are dying because of this. We are not robots in this country. We are human beings. If you place robots in these positions, you program them to, you know, go in a certain pattern, and they will follow that pattern. But these are human beings in place right here. Now, the people in these, like some places like Ridge Hospital, for example, the nurses, nobody is holding them responsible for their actions at the hospital. They can disrespect the patient and then collapse. Now, go to private hospital and see how the nurses treat people. The nurses, they understand that if you mess up and disrespect a patient, you will be fired, because that is somebody's private hospital. Everybody is responsible. But in these government institutions, and I mean, nobody is checking anything. This is the same reason why we have so many ministries with lot of ministers with nothing to minister, because the ministers, everybody, once you are in your position, everybody is placed in their position and nobody check them. Everybody do things. So the whole thing started from the top and then come, you know, all the way down here. So until the nurses understand that, look, if I disrespect, it is my duty to respect the patient and treat the patient with this kind of respect. It is my job, my duty, it is my responsibility. Last time I was asking that our nurses, sometimes when you go to the hospital, you ask yourself, when they are giving them the training, do they add disrespect to it? Because it became too much and people are complaining about it, people are losing their life. Nothing has been done, because the nurse understand that if something pop up, you go and report, nobody is going to do anything. No punishment, as our brother was saying, that people need to be held accountable. If you misbehave, you need to face the consequences. Then people will be serious. The nurses at the hospital, they should understand, a system should be placed in place to take the report from the negative report from our patient seriously, and they should be acting on it. Because if these things, like what happened to Ralph, we saw a whole nurse come to the TV station, and then the nurse was lying that she has video evidence. Up to now, the video evidence is not
and
there.
she's there working.
She's there working. Now, that is even a threat. Now, the person who said that, there was one nurse who said you beat her, and footage showed that Ralph did not even touch her. That one is a threat over there. If you are going to that hospital today and somebody want to do something bad to you, or somebody want to harm you, the person can go through that nurse and harm you, because honesty is not in the picture.
That nurse, Eka say, when you arm dislocation.
Because I'm saying, also say Ralph,
the same hospital, doctor was sharing no, the reporter by, and there was nothing like dislocation.
I believe.
Yeah.
She's still working there.
Yeah.
So that is the problem. Now, there is other side of the story also, which is the fact that our system, when it comes to recruiting or people coming to public spaces, and let's say the nurses and our military, the police, and whatever it is, people go in there not because they love to go there, or it is certain things in this life is a calling. I believe so. Certain things in this life, like nursing, it's a calling. It's something that
now it's a job opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, like it's something that you must have passion for. Okay, I think the passion is what I mistook for calling. You must have the passion to serve people. You understand? But this time it's just about the green dress, the white dress. So the people don't have that love. They are waiting for the month to end, for their salary to be paid. Now, another side of when you flip the coin, I don't blame the nurses too much of the fact that the system has failed to hold them accountable. The system is not treating them even well. We are in this country here, Ralph, where ghosts are working in this country. Report came out that 8,000 ghosts, right? They are working properly. And it is not only the danger that they are working on, it becomes a more threat that they are being paid in this country. Now the nurses are protesting to get paid. They are real human beings and they are working. They are protesting for their salary to be paid. Meanwhile, those who are not in existence in this country, they are working and they are being paid. Now, some of these nurses, when last time they did their protest, for months they've not been paid. And you expect the person to come from home hungry and be laughing at you. I mean, when you come, you should be smiling. No, hungry person know they smile. So when you flip it, the whole system need a proper restructuring. So the reset agenda should touch everywhere. All these angles.
Eric, I'll come back to you. Sure. Alfredo Conco says the nurses. Okay, so let me leave this one. This is a very wild allegation. Bobie, nobody is scared of the law. People believe they can do anything and everything anyhow and get away with it. The difference between Europe and Africa is that in Europe, everyone is afraid of the law. But in Africa, we are not scared of the law. Most of the law enforcers are themselves not scared of the law. That's all. I mean, and there's a fact. This is a fact. Agbojan says, we have a long way to go. Even now, some Ghanaians, 20 persons change. No, at on pay. Also, they throw it away. They will tell you they will not accept it. One person, they will throw it away. On Raymond says, even the military hospital, there is no bear syndrome in the night, especially. So check. Check. Check it. Okay, so Paul Daniel Siedu is in prison after admitting that he was contracted by Kennedy Japan to kill JB Dankwa. And he's here campaigning to be MPP flag bearer because he's a politician and claimed to be a millionaire. That is Ghana for you. All right, so I keep saying this. This one is coming from Samuel Saka. It says, I keep saying this. The black race will by all means be phased out from the planet Earth because of our continuous stupidity. And the white race is so much happy about this. Okay, Commander, if it happens, Commander, it happens to me at Akawe Hospital. They nearly killed my wife.
Yeah. Marlon. Yeah. I've had series of reports from that hospital. Akawe Sukebima. Just about, I think this Saturday, I told you I was going to meet. Yeah, I was going to make a report to the ministry.
About
Akawe Hospital.
Private hospital.
It's a government hospital, we have been told. I've been told.
I would say, you're free to be Agawe or Siagron there. Now, with the Akawe there.
Yeah. A military, a police officer, minimum, he almost died. Issue, they get it out of hand. In only about 37. They know they do 37 and upper. Me, Chemo Bastard, no, on my Ushu. Police, Ushu, mama.
Oh. And our brother said something very critical. You remember, I think I was telling you 2 days ago, the same thing, where they are using the patient as commodity. Where you go to hospital, there is no, when you want paracetamol, they will refer you to a private.
Yeah.
They are using the patient as commodities.
Anyway, so Augustine says, Bobie, in UK, the way the healthcare system is structured, you can't mess with it. You are afraid to lose your license. It's simple. But my memory back to Raf. When we talk about race setting, we did say 2 years, okay, 1 year, sorry, 1 year down the line. resetting in our institutions, in our system. A system no check ye said yes is here check ye. The last time you see a friend might be Nima. I've forgotten the name. You throw raffle. Nipem pa.
Because Nigerian artists.
Because Nigeria, yes, Nigeria artists are basake.
Yes.
And I learned this guy is close to power. So yeah, nothing happens. Now it ends there. There were some other incidents across the country. So you ask yourself, are we focusing on just the economy, or we are just focusing on resetting the whole country, our system, the way we do things? And I know almost say encrofa almost year a juma unimtashi problem in so no. Almost chicha pipelines mu contractor no crofo chicha pipelines mu rough they cut it no more giant so ni bugu, they don't care, nobody monitors the contractors. So the issue is not about Ghana water, the issue is that Yama Obia Juma where Jimmy answer one and crofo chicha pipelines mu. Nobody seems to say anything because a be a contractor no on a sponsor some politicians be so almost yeah you did business in command now catch us in so
oko baby to say sprinters coastal estate kwa ni surroundings for more than 6 months ni se upe ensuo kra mo to nsuo isa kia imu kra bunya bi
in the abundance of water.
the food is tasty.
This say be a wuni mubu adenta na bi odi so ni bi afi waba. It is you. Because the mamoto we no mo ye no. Pipes ni be are affected and restore.
Really?
I'm telling you. Kwana kowe enso mo den sprinters. You see of a reset na ye ka no. Un say reset no Ghana education no politics no a lady BBM.
Yeah.
President Penika na say project I was say asegiti because the aba no betie free so ansa na to form. Enti enya ti wo so ho no mo a e wo so to form na Ghana fo nya ho benefit. Yeah research na ye hwe ni nyina na say Ghana fo dodo no anim ni ye. The economic situation na ye wo mu. Petrol na nam 23 Ghana cedis per liter. Ene nyankopa do matimi aba 9 Ghana cedis 90 pesos. Enti yes ya reset e call for me ho atoyen. Ya exchange rate mi kwa ya could do 17 and etumi aba begina 10 11 kwa 12 na saba na chi ya reset ya ho atoyen. Ya nya some retail shops especially for the foreign ones no dodo no reduce your money ama because of exchange rate no a stabilize ene petroleum akofom no yenya ho mfaso but oko Ghanaian shops no most of them are not ready to reduce it. Enti ade na te wo top water and top for mobia enti more than 6 months ago and a minister for trade and industry Honorable Elizabeth Ofusejare engage Guta for about so money to money amaso obekan ya ebra government ne buy ya dollar ne call from petrol work from no and for so enye sustainable because enye sustainable ntino kwate onyama so a obeboka sa propaganda na sinking in and minister ni engage omo no mo assure minister omo ni minister no ko agreement say see need to stabilize for 6 months omo beti omo ni amaso that 6 months na twam but omo so omo ntiso gutafo nti omo ni amaso okokuma se krade eye ko yente so na ndisi form fama eye propaganda so oni atene amaso ene ebe kutamu den enti adenati wo top enu down na offer reset war institutions me wo say course na say we will be a get close to how Ghana state institutions are functional. You will be coming to one conclusion: say Ghana you will never get there.
Really?
Me shall say do me penny face so I'm seeing me na a private institutions na many of my year. But Nancy I mean access getting close to how the government system with institutions ni eye adwuma no nana it may see the kind of change you and I yetna ha ye the rough year the kind of change we want to see no we will never witness it in our lifetime.
Maybe just say Noah at the channel be fire.
Maybe we will never witness this in our lifetime. Because one, the whole thing is like kaba. One no, a state institutional or one at the end a personal business. And I kaba and one no ba now be just over be monitor be more na na wo boa wo be ko no mo te ho. Honorable Akando Baye as a health minister. Osha say all pay unannounced visits to government hospitals. And nurse phone di natem. Oko tamale government hospital eko hu mess e wo hono.
Obe de wa.
No as a minister take decision sanction medical director wo hono mu a yenya whole political party MPP e wo di press conference e condemn minister ne call say minister no mum yenyi na di
akohunu mess we bie so
yenya medical association Ghana Medical Association they were somehow supporting the medical office and oyeye. How many times Honorable Akan don't call Rich Hospital? Because Rich Hospital is the closest hospital to the ministry. It's just a walking distance. How many times don't call? How many times any money in them? And that's for nursing student or demonstration no mudi na tem. And that's for me a no mudi na tem. Now no a rough dear by they were mudi minister na tem. Identical no acquisitive committee to investigate that fed on reporting about commercial minister a no moye no it's like it was one sided one canana na minister no mum no send come here raf wa me anche raf wa receive raf for crowd the ministry.
So yeah, just support evil.
That is it.
Then you are okay.
That is it. Unwa menka at least wo de wo influence bi na betime you influence bi a wo de sort out akọ. Don't speak for anybody. And you be asem the system no. Nana Bekaya under NDC this me say a playbook MPP or people and Ghana underrate MPP the level of mubetimi akọ just to win political power. Ubekaya under Professor Mercy Mahama National Health Insurance Scheme false claims. There's one particular region, they say almost where tribalism. Ashanti region. There were several reports of hospitals and now on false claims. And as we collapse national health insurance scheme. When the government decided to sanitize the system, you see what targeting a group of people. And yet, this a doctor for or moderate patient or maba our government hospitals. To a more private hospital and the Mahama first term no you're popular your issues are near discussing you raising issues can was a Ghana Medical Association for a money mother body they were rather supporting them chronosem sam afraid the medical center can say baby central some friends the medical central stores baby Ghana buying crab no Edeba warehouse Kessia road you twaje to no. Why? Because them crofo wie nraton national security investigations as here you twaje to mushie no dwebe ebesi na ye hu ba bia say investigation no report kokusi ye enti eye kaba enti wo Ghana ni no you will never benefit benefit o mo ye adwuma no a anything na edu time also call retirement kura no mpese obeko because okofie kom kwa akode no because wonya sai asemu ba ye ya ye de ne to me how that so me woni masofo a sorry ye do be bia lobby some of them were going to the president getting closer to the power to make sure say agrada ye free no because yes is okoto sabo bi si wonu aso a ka che ne say sorry eso and can't change on sorry and say free no so the boss because the agrada here no some of them are doing worse but the only difference is agrada no say be one co school ntino Ono any play will be a wing. A binum the end into my akataso, and until maybe we will get there Sunday and Tiany grada. As we speak, people are still lobbying. But nobody is lobbying, say, Yeni atai. Obian ho, our lobby say atai crowd were them more. Atai called just 15 years. Obian advocate. But agrada the advocate. See any nimra. Enti eye kaba. And Obia credit to call Christian by Christopher eye kaba. Ukrainian cremofo eye kaba. Oko transport system eye kaba. Kahad, can you tell me say? All of a sudden, Ghana population yenka say a quadruple anasi a triple anasi a double. Now within short period of time, the same number of passengers are patronized. I feel the epeka yenya, yepeka no pa yenya, yepeka numera yenya. Cars is go within short period of time, and Chira will say a deliberate ana, a deliberate. They are using the system to fight the system. They are using the system to fight the system in the sense that they are using the system no more to fight the government. And you dare not say, oh, survive it. Now, share a system why abandon a buy from Kwame Nkrumah to me. Kwame Nkrumah to me. Kwame Nkrumah and our family, at the end of the day, system no defeated Kwame Nkrumah.
I'll come back to you.
Rollins system need defeated Rollins. At a system need defeating Mahama a defeatino the first term system need defeatino. Until once our dream pa also the bayajumano. Nana, we can put all the measures in place at the top. You can make sure say the economic indices everything look good. Taxes will be creative, the enabling environment for investment to flourish and on chronoba. But to trickle down for the ordinary Ghanaian to benefit, the middlemen are Mosheho, the traders, the importers, and no more they will make sure say it will never trickle down. Anything about Ghana, as Sikafunius can more, no more middle income, no more upgrade. By any Awasia has said no, Ed so wait me a picture, I be do middle.
Ralph, who movie around? Who movie around? What are some of the social cankers, dangers, red lines you see in institutions? Emma Yamasho said no. Yeah, can reset, but yes, after 1 year, you reset the idea. The Tianeti, at the end of the womb. What are the things? What are the red lines?
Indiscipline.
Where you enter where?
Yeah, every part of our institutions, there is a problem. Every part of it. Oko madab police cells almost Akranum, MC Madabi na. Majority of the police cells are bekono. It looks like a D suspect, you know, you nima the crow. Say you treated like a slave. Until you don't consider that be more. Yeah, what a prisoner. Say prison put out to freedom pay, ebe freedom ne nama bonte. But the diner with them one, there is no ventilation, toilet facilities are not available, there is no water, and these are the situations that you come. Oko hospitals. Mami yusu da akonya we sanso fankai dunkwafo. Dunkwa government hospital. Na me phone so hwehwe. Mako baby a oko dunkwa government hospital. The former your friend said the then female ward. About 2000 and I think 2015. And at the then MP, and saw the renovation area about the VIP ward up to date. And I need to see nya hwemfa. Now bobi uni me call ade am ko hu. Me said that could try dying and I may come once. Now me plenty if you be na me pay evidence. And yeah, me person me say margin was solutions in Wintino. Me we are dining church and a dime back one ko room. In Nua, you say I spy. A good sad dining. Pocho, me video that one. Really? Pocho. Emma, any the last week here. A member be called local administrator in office. So said no, say no one who, yes, money will my post for. In the bin at the car be and sana jobro.
When you say Asma okay, no Obia sending me a message about 2 minutes ago. Ali Abdul Wahab, Bobia in my village, the nurses stock drugs in the clinic and they sell it to patients in the name of no drugs or whatever. Are nurses allowed to sell drugs to patients
in Canada? Okay. Yeto and said drugs in Bodia de Jimmy Pankwa. Yeto kraba. Ube wa yes say koto kraba any rubber na ye sa empa so labor yeah uko ama rubber ye sa empa so say ma me ye magina wo enfa Ghana ni emra asasi so sa rubber no ye ton nurse for na ton me ankasa ye ton oduma that time na me cousin boy baako na ne champo onu no more precious mine so ye be oluma no call hospital hono na omudi no ne bae no eno say before then you see your emergency ward you see ko maternity ward you ko maternity ward you see get no ko May ward you ko May ward you see ensan so mbla no ba honom get ba so no wodi oni bi o de be maye but ye man sika no nkoto bi mesem because e yo obi dia e no yi amaye e bi ni hospital o ina mi nua ne say ono e no minds enti nkebe ya o de do na maye mun ko administer ba ye wie no until some mama receipt dey ontua edane ntokwa na rafa da ne bonsami bibia no okay wadwene won pese oh no your approach no how do you tell me you treat me in such a manner and you want me to approach you with the that you I mean it doesn't add up since here can say hospital no me you hold videos maternity ward the female ward and the hospital facility na all no me you tell but there is an administrator who is also faking the administrator say obo oye ne dwuma
that is the problem
inti enunti ne yi chief executive ba at the office ni meduma school na omo si omo akopa no omo di school ne and ya akwan e wo mantem ho ye tumi mexe ye minim company wo krom ya no ma omo na ne ka tai e de mexe ye fa bitumin say e kotal na boss oh you want evidence me ya metumi yi atrel maybe I met me wow yes omu de ya kwan wo krom ya emaye ntika akwan no tumi no sasase na epeja hwinsi ya nkoteki obia yetumi hu videos aman bi so na MPs ana say government workers officials etumi call round check say road no the quality to say e bi po anu dia you can hire an external defense supervisor say engineer we kwona check mame gata ne ye no sepe no the same size a prime quality no thickness no ho inti president etenkran appoint to set na bunkwa tina obuasi east tina hanum na hwe na edwumedi ese mimidi no ubedi amame MC you know I think say ebeye djuma ohun yen starting appointing kofo it doesn't matter whether you belong to the political party you funded it or whatever no munye djuma na yen fa kofo bi tisi yeso kakra mblim abodamfo say mu
no, but the system is such a way that it will be very difficult for you to survive with the way I will approach because you need to tow. Many MPP party no national chairman. And only as someone coming party no bago catch aban executive they say look masa mundi be makwa we mama me say ye against so look and
the system will mold you can't mold it
and almost say demolition because so tema right me say we should na cry FM page also and we tie wo ya affected meanwhile no baby omotene yesi ensuo eduru rainy season a e fa wo ma but wo na edi eye Accra mayor Accra regional minister wo di na tem including TDC when you wo di na tem then I heard somebody saying say oh no yeah Debbie Bakubi also no NDC constituency secretary he mentioned something na say no mo ya e do election so na I did to convince people me share video no then I'm like say any power na so we national chairman of John Bodu any classes Akwaka Krake Henry Cote was doing a very fantastic job. I support Henry Cote. All of a sudden, John Bodu. John Bodu Becca said, I dare Obama and Crawford to abet MPP into Ojai. Then Henry Cote was forced to stop Adia Oye. The same thing with Chenche. Chenchesu had the same problem during that time. 2016, yeah, President Mahama time.
Ofa a year Aveno. Railway na nche baby about si o clear honyi na and the honyi na say
yes many MPP
o clear ya na this year penifua TS chenche ama even JM 2016 lose no only because say no say eye chenche meanwhile the na chenche eye no ye no na ye
senior me see many MPP pay ni bi o invite me on the office na me wa the office na me share Seguvera ne pictures ne quotes bobo ho
the mindset nintisa
and metie ne kasa din na nkomo ya yedi all confirm say Raf your approach it's not like you be say you look around you see that you supporting some revolutionary people but the party election me here at your mind puntu
yeah,
that is it.
That's
election me here your more.
That's the issue.
That was my conclusion.
That's the issue.
That was my conclusion.
That's the
and
issue.
Imagine say the TDC boss AMCCI the temamayo omo kambo mo omo pese omo clear baby you baby okrodu ana omo kaga for them to know that Charlie mesumi gamojibu yeah but we need to sanitize our country. Obi unim say me call Abidjan this year. Last year, Niana funding in Tiamontu and Exia Wodono. And Tiamam to me and yes, Adwi. This year, my mother says, Anna me Baba Bay. I'll be traveling across Africa.
Okay. And
program me opportunity said what we are not doing right.
Sure.
Udu Abizana. Obi a wako Abizano far, we am saying the Koyebiano. Driving from Akwaba roundabout to the airport. Akono. You need to Krumia baby. Deliberate who say
airport ni you ha na say
kwai na wo fa ko na airport no de ento terminal 3 jo mama ya de papa na kwai ni e fa so de ko terminal 3 no offer for defense ministry no light. There is no light. We fit Abama campaign. Oh, light be no. Obi pa na du on telling you no. And I do my mama assignment. Mom reporters next channel pa. Mo fa yesu. From a Honma to Marina, more a room corporate. There's no light. Why?
From a lands commission.
There is no light.
We crying and do a carriage.
Baby, me say,
no, can't say me talk, can't say we
from lands commission, traffic lights, medical airports. Medical fire, baby, defense ministry. Yentimi and do a carriage as
me say, oh, call Abidjan, Omo airport, we need budget. We need budget.
Yes, Cotonou.
Allah.
Yes, Cotonou.
Ghana. Yenko me say me wa kwai wo fu yisu a. Ghana have a BNU and the lighting system, the deliberate effort, the government lighting the city at night, dualizing their roads. A bit near. And Obia Basse no. Ye obi ani containers in fuel. Ebia no be draw about say no. Say kwai no cross space wo ho a. Ye BNU be ye. Yes, no share. No, but ubenye nyansafo. See that meba. Ubenye nyansafo a ebeba betina TV so aka say ade omo say ye ka kire mo when na move voting for on ka say that be we are opposition, but this is what we need to be going for as a country. And
because Ralph said this we opposition a and was said the ombesi akano MPP's co-opposition and was said the omusi ehunifa. That is the problem. And this MPP to me and come look, we have a national development plan. Say how many pants now, no matter this MPP, we need to get rid of it.
That is the reason why we cannot reset the country in this type of disorderliness.
Okay, just a second. When you say Greater Accra Regional Minister, Obano, last year, and Crofo Pushia see Yinedi.
Really?
Share Ramsar site. So operations no koye no.
Oh, me say na me count.
Share.
Na me count.
So mun
President
Mahama no so say. You see Yinedi o. You go mu no mu nyedwuma.
President Mahama let and obo na baso. But one Crofo ka think Yinedi.
Onyere no hunyam.
Because Crofo akwa sit down there see Ramsar site. Baby aya eja asase ato ho kakraka se nyame mfasa amase pui eyiri a ho na nsuo no nkonko tai enti ho ne de ho kra na fish no mu breedi or Monkosia and Copunity, or the Jat was a Yankono, a bit say they could develop it so we can sell. And no matun tons are Senoko winning grata. Henry Cote shall say Ebu Bia no buy no twasso. Me so no anka send this for e catch say yin or mo ya President Mahama na corner in Kumu and Obona Basso. The President Mama armchair president and fire mamino. Qua.
So let me come back to Eric. Now, you were saying something.
So you see, this is the reason why we cannot reset. When you're talking about reset, it's a good thing, but we cannot reset a country when the country is in disorderliness. We cannot reset the country with the system which is already in place. We will be running the same disorderly system, and then we say we are resetting the country while we are still running the same system. It doesn't make sense. We need to change the entire government system. I'm telling you the truth. Of course, democracy, they say, is the best system of governance, but you see, structures must be put in place. National priority and national agenda must be prioritized. Our priority must be the benefit that the government will give to the state. But it looks like we have a system where people can betray good things happening because of, say, they want to be in power.
Simple.
So, example, like what Raf was saying, that okay, how about assuming we want to remove some of the containers of the road and expand the road, you are going to see the opposition on board, dragging the government. Let me tell you something that happened in Burkina Faso.
Okay.
In Burkina Faso, they are under military leadership. Some of their factories under the democratic governance were closed down, shut down, because just like the way we have, let's say, local rice here, and then we have the imported one. Now, there are some of the ministers, they are dealing with the Chinese who are importing the rice into the country, therefore putting pressure on the local producers. So they are crushing the local market deliberately because they are making money from the Chinese. So so there's one particular, let's say, a minister there or one or two individuals who are getting something because of that, the local market should crash. When you
prefer the importation than the local market, you know.
Yeah. When you switch from there, you go to Nigeria. Nigeria has power crisis simply because there are some ministers, okay, in place, and they are dealing with, how do you call it? Generator. They are doing generator business.
So the light will never
and
come.
because of that, they cannot give 24/7 light to the public. They have the power to make sure that light. Nigeria doesn't have any problem, but because of that, people are in darkness because some people want to sell generator. So everywhere generator business is booming. Now, when in Burkina Faso, some of the factories, local factories producing local drinks, are closed down because of this same problem. Now, when the leader of Burkina Faso, who is now the Captain Ibrahim Traore, he decided to revive the collapsed and abandoned factories. Then, although the country is in revolution, there's some people somehow who are in the political class decided to sabotage the whole plan. They started talking and then trying to draw the attention of negative comments, just like we do politics here. Do you know what he did? He ordered they arrest all of them and pack them somewhere, and then they were, because he was facing a lot of challenges to open just the factory that we abandoned ourselves. Then after the factory was revived, completed, and everything was renewed, then he ordered that they should release them. They came for the inauguration, and then he asked them, "Is it not beautiful?" Yes. We need to reset the system of governance we have in this country. If not, we will have a government doing the right thing, yet some people will be in opposition because of power. They will be putting sand in the faces of the people, and that we are betraying the country. Look at China. There was time in the history of the world, Ghana was better than China.
Sharp.
Far. When you look at
Thailand, Taiwan, Philippines, Malaysia.
When you look at the system that Chinese put in place, where they have gotten to right now, they have 100-year development plan. Now, what we are seeing right now is just 30+ years that they have consumed out of it. They have been able to eat up everybody in terms of economic activities, and
you just fall in line.
Exactly. And they are not changing the plan. There is no opposition opposing them. They have people with brain. Leaders are born. That's what Chinese understand. And they are using the template of Kwame Nkrumah. In China, they are using the template of our founder. And here we are struggling to catch up with China. Today the Chinese are, borrowing money to us. It is a shameful thing. Now, when you go to China, there is orderliness in government. They sit down, they are united, and therefore the nation will move forward. Even in every religious book, be it the Quran, the Christian book, the Bible, the truth of the matter is that unity brings value. Unity brings progress. We are disunited because of NDC NPP because of last time, how do you call it? The president, Thor came back to life, right?
Yes.
Is it not a beautiful thing? You wait. The opposition, I did not see them making press conference commending the government.
They said they started the rejuvenation of the Thor.
You know what? There was a time in the life of Thor, $25 million was needed to start full operation. We are talking about a factory that can produce 45,000 barrels per day.
50% of Ghana demand.
Now, when the time that the managers were complaining that, look, we need $25 million to start full operation, then we can be changing the CDU and things and then working around. That was the time our government was building cathedral with $50-something million. $97 million. Generational money to build a swimming pool for God.
And when you bring that out, they will tell you about them.
Exactly.
Although the oils are no more than
a new government is now in place and it's prioritizing making now the factory is in. Even it is not yet running at full capacity, the 45,000, it is around 30 something. But they are making sure that they are going to launch something very soon. We'll make sure that it will be running at full capacity. And this is a new government who is saying that, look, as it is, we need to add a cooling system to extend the capacity to 60,000 capacity. The opposition did not launch any press conference commending the government.
Today they are making a press conference about LGBT.
Today. So it become we are in a disorderliness. Okay, that is the reason why the leader of Burkina Faso one day wake up when when he came, he was very he always liked to frown his face. He doesn't smile that much, but he got to a point he begin to slack so that everybody can be included. Then they talk, the disorderliness want to continue. People want to start dragging in here. You wake up and say, hey, we are in revolution. We cannot build a country in disorderliness. And then everything stop. So if you are talking about reset, we cannot reset the country in disorderliness. The state should sit down. Let's restructure our governance system. If not, we will be here. The Chinese, they are already eating up our local economy. Completely. Completely. Donald Trump is is threatening Canada that they want to impose 100% tariff on Canada if they dare open space for China to import through Canada. And according to Donald Trump, he is warning Canada that if you allow these people, they will eat up your local economy completely. They will change everything, and that is true. Because the Chinese know they are moving slowly, but they are making the entire world to become a marketplace. We have become
the suppliers.
And they are now supplying. That was Kwame Nkrumah template. Now when you go to China, China is no longer a country. China is a factory on its own, production factory. That was how Kwame Nkrumah wanted to build this country. We had tire factories and
so you see, Ralph, Ahunto and Eric. From where I sit, I think the issue, dealing with that familiarity. Mene honto na juma. Honto ye minia or medium. So esa mene honto one ideology, one thinking. I find it very hard to criticize him. I mean, for me, I think that is where we are having issues. Because look, go to the assemblies. Oko assemblies no most of the people working there ekromo kontihine eba oya adwuma wa assembly chiame ba oya adwuma wa assembly assemblyman no free royal house so yes asori penny. So the monies come to the assembly, they misuse it, they mismanage it, and you cannot boost yourself. I mean, I think that is what is worrying us. You cannot boost yourself. As we speak now on to Kansembi, now on to Agrada at the end of the day, we have Nyamen Kwafwakesia. They are going to NDC government to plead
and Agrada will be
on behalf of a MPP for our Omweska. NDC beko opposition. You will get the same people that will go to MPP to go and plead for a NDC for Omweska.
Exactly.
So it becomes very, very difficult. And me who na Martin Pegu eka that now the danger is that no Martin Pegu. I Martin Pegu. Or see, SM say MPP for no bebre no finance NDC. So now it is becoming a problem. NDC for no so one appointment, they will pack the money and wait. Or share 2027 or share figures eba atmosphere who figures say NDC beko no so shall say sponsor MPP nipa ba akumienu bi nti MPP so ba now no so otiwo. So now the issue is that why the bet me we are kese no sponsor kese, then you are free. We are kese sponsor now as we na me on turning list to track say the reason why Kenoforiata near kind of those days and Rasoti and car near Kasa, the reason why MPP for they don't fear stealing is because now the ideology is that me we are to be a me. No, we are to allow me to be for being bribed. Me are going to make them know because I know who he. And here maybe we are Cassia. Na Cassia, we are. Oh, now my father $150 million. Now $50 million. Now me kwa. So Beji, because also the battle castle. So now we are entering into a system. One day, somebody will sell the whole country.
Allah.
Yes, because now it's like why the bet me we are casino a bribe. Just pay your way out. And me no, I think what na me fear right now.
Avazi, where one of your other listeners was sent was my money. I said, please help me. No need to mention my name, but if you can read, he also say after Kufuor sacked the mechanics in front of his house, have they been brought back because of change of government? No, the answer is no. It's all quite flowers na grass na. Say so crop me for people. They say.
Sorry,
have they okay? Say, I beg you, mention the naval base, mess area. A few years ago, you dare not misbehave around the Burma camp, the 37 area. The light on the naval base road are off or flickering. Now the soldiers sit in a dirty surroundings. Then the shocking part is the number of mentally challenged people who have made their homes barely 100 meters from the Jubilee House.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kufuor the person we are in your Okujane now Jubilee House.
Yeah. Na me pacho. Okay, so Raf, hi Abidjan, right? Abidjan.
Yeah.
Oh.
3 hours.
Road.
Yeah, from the
3 hours.
Was it from 3 hours drive?
Oh, yeah.
From the airport.
No. Equinam the from 3 hours drive.
Yeah.
To Abidjan town. Say a Tuamisa.
Say Damusa.
Oh, if I wanna, it be me.
So what was some a year talking? When the late Mr. Rollins was alive, now Kufuor so omo betwitwa 37 military area 37 hospital.
Yeah.
Omo betwitwa nia no. So omo twitwa eni me farmer producer. Oh,
me the Bema sisi. Omo
so omo betwitwa nia no dia dey o and Rollins ko kan say oh enia na omo betwitwa no. Hey! Yes, Rollins here by 4. Say o kwa tuo. What yes we are the petrol. No o tu sa no abehye nuanum. na ho no obenu moja onom ayarefo no moja no a na okofie na omatimi aka man krofo agedi say Rollins se me ntwetwa nua no efri say wo ebefo aya na obaso ebedidi so but me de me no my fear right now the level I see a movie politics na kono the nyansa abata ho that the more I steal the more I become safer. The more you talk, the more you become hungry. Now that's the danger.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the danger. Even your own political party can be in power. They look at your sincerity, your fairness, your honesty, and they decide that we are no initiate. No, yeah,
that's true. Even
that's the reason why. No, so we are. You know, I wake up and I get sad that we are honest person. We are no kwafo ya na say we are bukata na because
and why juma abua a fight ya na NDC abapa wanti nyina ne akowuram ne akwa echinechini ne akomowiu ene de aba ye dwana me awie na obi ya kwa akwaje ne de no awie a ya ka je so wo de ndem di si wa ma me hweso kone kope otwe bra ansana na anu de na ekoe ne de ama adwuma ye obi pe bibia you have to say hwepe nkrofo into into lane align yourself and che be kwa ko flag bearer into where do you belong aha na wo ohena ni campaign ewunya
but honto me cry there minister dey means true. My fear is where we are mortgaging the whole country. You know, criminals. Yes, me fear no. Mortgaging the whole country to criminals. Say no say mitimi wiya dodoa.
Cartel.
Yes, cartel. So when you have cartel within the Christian community, they are criminals. Omune pridima political thieves. Yeah. You will be one kremofo and kremofo no omune pridima political thieves. You are nananama konfo. Now the very dangerous people. The traditional leaders. I am for.
Is it very dangerous?
Is
Your traditional leaders are. And the previous government, some of them were turned to mere beggars. They were begging for arms to do what? To fix hospitals. But go after the former appointees. We still have some of the traditional leaders going to the seat of government lobbying.
That is the danger.
You see, Nana, the truth of the matter is say system no is sick. Now make just what nasi. Now I say Ghana, you see how the system works. Now we analyze here, we be coming to one conclusion that the kind of change, positive change that you want to see, you and I, will be in lifetime that.
We can only enjoy the economic figures.
Yes, moral society. Moral society na for software Christopher. Na man trankunya. Omona se bi we ka say moral, omona hwe me enya.
You are right.
Abokobi. Obi no obi shen wo. Ono no mensa water ba so bi. No compound o. Eno akosi canopy. Eno de asoro no de dede. Oni neighbor no ye dede gu na sumu no. Entimi complain ba osofo de say ni neighbor na enkra ebe ni fie ebe je omo na honti ode enkura egu aduane go okum nkra ni nyina asori ni o akum nkra ni nyina because me disturb no fie but ono no ba be si canopy woni fie ene obo sound obo tons edigu na suma o twetwa na so okoka ebe ka chense o ye bonsa be no fast ye be no akontre ahwe anointing we lebu for mo no so and the moral society no a yenim se nkomo na beba mu abeboa no. What do you see? And then some of them fund the political parties and politicians.
And me catch you be say Ralph say Drew say Presby for ko 12 moderator. Eya kokoke.
Also,
hey, Eric, politicians crying. Presby, 4 times drew some control by moderator. It's a war.
Wow.
Can't you remember? I am at Tamil's time. All control by moderator make court for 2 years. I'm say Martin Newman, no time. 2 years no more Chimanson. But you're too about in politics now. 2 presidential candidates problem bar.
Yes, I'm from Common.
Yes, I'm from Common. No monka. Almost the hour court. You see, so I'm media. To be honest, I'm afraid the way things are. And you know, and saying no. Want to be honest, Ayana mean near the GSM radio so
motivation
because my share system media no my team say hey yes you will get the economic indicators. Mahama will fix everything. Oh, fix when you know that's a criminals in the so after you are gone, they will come back and destroy it. They are the termites.
The word criminal he's using is sending me back to when the president came to office. One of the first meeting he had, he used this word. He said the entire country is a crime scene. I don't know how many of you.
It's a crime scene.
Recently, he made the same statement again. He was saying that the handling of the economy by the finance minister, the former finance minister, was criminality. Now the problem is this: for 1 year now, this is 1 year, the president declared that the country was a crime scene, meaning that there were criminals who were handling the economy, who were in charge of the country. 1 year, where are the criminals?
But my memory, I think maybe Nenka JM here more honest and British people around him.
Exactly. Because
you can't see what I hear is that he's getting serious pressure.
Andrew, me show me proceed. The share is it Vida or something international conference by Mama Kwan recently.
Yeah, I think Switzerland.
Yeah, recently. And he made a mention in response to the world and how much America spent on their B-2 bombers or whatever, and we need to save the next generation. And I made a statement. Mami see this week, Ninya Kunya, Kamisia President, Nankamaka, I'm so tia crying from Pa. In paying for so by now, Tibi, Omun Casas in Intel on page on the money, Mahama Mami. I think he has begun to act like Nkrumah. He's thinking like Nkrumah. He's doing things like Nkrumah. Whenever he mounts any international platform, he's sounding like a leader. But I think he needs to take a bit of energy from the founder of their party, J.J. Rawlings, former may he rest well. And yes, or started acting like J.J. Rawlings.
Because the whole country wants him to act so.
It makes him be more. You know I'm coming. Obi, Omu to force. Boys in the say, Omu say catch him say J.J. Rawlings in Pabonini. Nanso afi no ma beti ase ade puntia JJ Rawlings na obu amu ma memo force na ye kofa no ha no omu se da ho du force no e de man kofo mo be fa fi ha no de kola Liberia ene Abidjan na ye du ye bi nto ne buo dendende ye ntinse krom ye donkofo ye mbondongo mi afi sani pana be sama be ka se we na mu vote for we na mu
that is the problem.
Ye start me lusu ami lusu do ma no ni shi lusu only she
but the party
na party no oye be aye de ma be wu
over easy
na do ya na party no me ba na do ya de no na party no no na to me contra go take say do I arrest the protesters they be mad chum me as a man
very disappointing. Okay, it will be very disappointing if we are going the way the government is fixing the economy. We are seeing things working well, and maybe the economy start doing bad. That will not be so disappointing than after
when you see criminals
are still working up and down. People who create goals in this country.
I feel exposing most of the government appointees because first year no petrol cost and I feel for the aura I know about and whether NDC likes it or not 2028 aura be play critical role. Some few months ago now I was taking on the Attorney General. I don't have any personal issue with him. June 13 2025 and hold the press conference government accountability series no catch say or prosecuting nipa makumako 12 our national service scandal he mentioned their names. So both you know account or their way referring to all of them as criminals. So prosecuting for 12. You hear anyone from June to October or say another press conference. No, are reducing number from 12 to 10. But one train nipa 2 no. Court to cry, do mo call ya court to declare mo so mo ye innocent afi do mo nya criminals. The number 1 suspect I will born in June. On the first 2 people are or prosecuted omo. From June, ABC January away, nipa 2 pe any ya where say or prosecuted omo. Give to Aware and Osesibi. Nipa 2 out of 12. No reason has given to Ghanaians after concluding because June or catches were concluding investigations. And when it is clear for people to see it now, it's taking you almost a year after concluding your investigation to prosecute. Now what they call judiciary as soon as a system in I also say people can go behind the scene, strike deals and and at the end of the day 4 years in the best the best your number of people are moving at trial but unya a year prosecution utiminya I can say unsecure a year conviction. Enti nana you betimi aye wonu nyina Ghana fo nyina behu obi abedi adanse do person de bibi beba but say nipa no a wo di animu na make sure say justice is said. Okay, see a court one more. President any control over the judiciary because of my independent body. Those are president and appointed the Superior Court justices and then the chief CJ. But a quite bad form for someone you only control. But the government or the president have control over the attorney general, true or false.
True. So
Argentina taking it's taking us almost a year to conclude on this national service.
In all,
Nana,
in all,
the system is sick.
In all,
when people comes, the only thing you or assess system, no one know the way a system is here. The bayan so chale, I didn't mean to me fix you. Mama so me be never bush and for bedia. You go feel no didi. And yen a beg Ghana ye. That is
you know what I may be, and that is the danger, and that is the reason why I invited Ralph and Eric and Honto, even with our brother Ebonowa. Ebonowa sitting there like this can channel another course, a new path, because at the end of AC no, I'm sure you one day a bebu abetunye. Say criminal biya pe akonya ayo hene e Ghana.
Yes.
Langas bebre ena akowura the security system.
Sorry.
Langas ena atin sorry. Asofo bebre na akodane toneton. They are criminal dealing with armed robbers.
Visa racketeering.
Visa racketeering e omwa asofo imams omwa. Say no. Say ya hwe na dru ba bia after obi feel say no answer na me yie no. Just me wies carefree politics mu a.
Any politics answer me yie. Just me the madwin asisi mi nua.
Just be a criminal.
Criminal, that is it. Because that's what they do. They are not politicians.
We are big man who kroma na a criminal kra no na betimi politicians ni na ahemfo adidi. Ato Land Cruiser Prado akwache imam wato bi akwache Otabel no ma asofo Anglican sofo una ye best ekroma yeah una ye best ekroma so we criminal we okuni pampo na de say wo timi to wa akwache police IGP na ntwie baako wa akwache ne banche ne bode wa no akwache energy minister Prado wa no akwache otumfo Prado wa no akwache Nairi Prado wa no akwache we Prado togba fede no akwache ni bi gama nche no akwache ni bi idoma hine kwache ni bi we okay be problem bia ni ho ye to party ani afro ni abo abaso ni e de order agu ha sei no shiawa busa say ubo bi na no na akamasem. Do you know me?
Special guest of honor.
Special guest of honor on a tie ni mu and mesre ye ai wo dem a mom ya nyire ye ho. The consequences are there. We know. Me who rough. Me share. Edi atem. Edi abro. na me hwe me hu sometimes yeah men they disagree with hunto na didi atam ensema kese as you two be ka headquarters and ya kire o se ka say na onka but the point is kakra bi no aye betimi aye de hold on my way going no not because NDC is in power but because we want to be sincere to ourselves and be sincere to God. Say we don't afraid eh say e be frame ya mami bio say em frame mami bio dia me pesa me ka and America. And I think that is why we met today, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. Ralph.
Amanofo nia nkai se amuna na yetu no esumu ne enam yo na yetu kɔ no ye ne ebetumi ase akwa akohwim emu adwene nya wo se ode ho atete na o man na bi mu de omumu gya ne koje na ne edu bebi edu no emamma yense no for Kwame Nkrumah once said when change is too long denied. So a word to the wise is never always enough.
So yes, can see so on any danus in the fence on create here. For the fence, or side is electric fence a good CCTV cameras or security man no sour security dogs. To the idea, a so best you feel a finance wumpia.
All right, thank you, Eric. I'm grateful. I'm live in Accra 100.5. So my big sister is here. Yanko market no so na yanko kodi edwa kakra bi yawoniema kakra ton so big sis kajatum
yo abusia for mamma mu nyina adwo ye hwehwe bio ye ba ha se ye beton de kakra bi MTN se me fanto anim se wonum MTN business I no so ahwe adwuma se no ne ade ba ko a e wo so de wani esi ho pa MTN business I or say one kasa that na ofie wadwuma ba bia obia monitor wadwuma no 24/7 se wada se nsuo to se wiebo se hum etu ni nyina ede se wodo ho be MTN business I mu we the smart surveillance solution ya ebema total visibility and total control. MTN say everywhere you go fa ho eto wonum so sesia na wadwuma no entimi enkonanim dial 5060 hash 5060 hash and one no with them bronyan ye digini rice na di ye ne sentine se ede wo de ye aduane a wotimu de pa na wo ye no nso esi nchen ya gini rice e ma ya chede bebre e ma bronyan ye de pa koso ase wo de gini rice ebe ye wo mu nuane ahodo nyina and kanka any 4.2 kg bag of gini rice no koso na tobi na oto a mesro wo hwea na wo hwe ni ye isan say wo po wo mpo scratch card shim na sa scratch card no o scratch it na o follow prompt no a wo betumi the brand new fridge, washing machine, smart TV, gas cooker and now for all expense paid trip to Dubai and only the big one no and free kitchen straight not just a woo ra Dubai and no the here say we better 4.2 kg bag of gini rice no and no with them gini rice say oguswa spread this mouse no kai say terms and conditions apply into mama yen so sa Drivers International Link Travel Consults Limited Company. Drivers International Link Travel Consult Limited Company. Dini kasama ne ho. We ayedwuma yekua ede adrava for etu kwan ekwa amanone. Pautro se upese utu kwan ekwa Dubai ana Abu Dhabi na aye driver nia. De wo hia aye valid passport. Na afei wodo passport picture background no aye white fufu. Now do motor license ne se wonni bia enha ho a bra wonom ebetimi aye bibia ma na the police report attachre na afei wako government hospital bia kwaji medical report to say wote apo eno ano no na wode saa nneoma ya mebubo soe say your passport picture say your motor license and when your mandatory say police report and a medical report na wakeka nyina bom na wo de aba office ye no wo kese Ghana Airways and now say Frey 0245 864 576 0245 864 576 and a 0246 513 850 and a 0552 224 651. Baucho and ne a control at the time so the yan say Wobeko Drivers International Link Travel Consult Limited Company chain na wonum aboawo. Tontina 74 mixture eno eye edra a treaty idea bia a free moja mu anase na moja mu ene eba anase mpo eni moja ewo bibika enti ye ka say e bia typhoid fever, kidney infection, hepatitis B, abdominal pain, STDs, chest pain, high blood pressure, blood sugar, bad breath, ulcer, diabetes, prostate enlargement, liver infection. Ade bia ye ade abeya kwankro ye to so. 74 mixture ene betimi ama ho esan wo. Ba cho so unya tontina 74 mixture ne binom a. Ono no onsuro mfede yade bia hu na twapurusei esuro dwane. Ai entimpo se cancer na asase early cancer. Ho Oro krade oyenchina no ayirem. Obeyi ne nyina afiri ote ama ho atumi atɔ. Stontina 74 mixture eni adre di kan ya. Ye anase register ye e South Africa. Oh my God, mo mesra wada. Fa ho to adre so sanse. Se pharmacies ahodo nyina mo e na afei herbal shops. Na se opese adre uhunu se ne yesu yusu wato bi awie. E bia wonim se ne obesi anom no frɛ 0246 073 498 0246 073 498 and a 0501 628 931. Na ne doso pomo ekoto ewo okan she drug lane no and afi shops ahodo akanyina emo. Yen konkoto asase amansotwe bia ne ho hard builders say enwumre wo chiachia mo aburu na hard builders say and sase a woton ewo dawa locheboa ningo chopoli high shy hills ene de keka ho nyina no woseme fanto anim wo so oguso aya woton wo na bra na fa 30% deposit beto ase eno ano no de aka wo ma wafe anasa abosumi nsia na wo de atwea awie da wan sase 30,000 locheboa 20,000 anasa 25,000 shy hills and sase 25,000 na 30,000 where promotion prices no ka hontam promo ne ende ahwe ayatum ningon sase 30,000 and after 35,000 Chopolins say 30,000 and I say 35,000. I build the sensor for papa son say prices here me bubo so you gonna have na benya wunya baby a and now face so man so twe bia ne ho unkom kwoto asase free company we nchen emma wo bi ma memia wo mene sa dan a wagina asase bi kura nsi da nyame mpengu kra na brunsa mo femfra hard builders say wonom enamba ni ebo modi asa obefre won 0241 665 200 and a 0540 226 276 and a 0256 064 492. Oposi ni adroni ni o Imbus herbal mixture. Imbus herbal mixture aya wo number 1 immune booster. Boa ama immune system no ejirane na so bebo adwuma wadre ama chese yade bia yi ne ti apa na that from Imbus herbal mixture enie oposi ni adroni a eboa ema asrafo ya ekuti anyadewa ewo nipadua no mu no wo ho ye de no ebini edre wo yadio wonya dio ubetimi anum bi pharmacy shops ahodo bia organa hase bia ubenya bi ato paucho ni dosopo mu a frɛ 0246 208 496 0246 208 496 and a 0540 710 113 0240 710 113. Oposi ni edro no enuni. Abusianfo de me de awie na me de topo. Every obo refrigeration and air conditioning, obo refrigeration and air conditioning. One of trusted partner, refrigeration installation, air conditioning installation, servicing, repair, and afimpo sayento upe biata. Obo refrigeration and air condition. Where jumano enyende. mfinhyia bedroom ne enti eka air condition pa ebo na eye fra wani a eno no wo ho na abenya bi ato ena mpo so air condition ejejewo ne kakaye ne ya wo fridge no wuduru ho a na eya achew epese achew misrawo wokọ obo refrigeration and air conditioning ho a what obeya adwuma no e de amama ho ato pa ba tro eba no conduit works a obo eye number 1 water leakage solution, air conditioning and also conditioner installation, gas leakage repair, professional pipe and conduit work. Ni nyina obo for one beye ede amapa papa. Na email no martinobo50@gmail.com. You show more our TikTok at obo_refrigeration. And Instagram at obo_refrigeration. Paucho, one of our regions, a hodra wa Ghana has said, na, so unim set your system regions in Ghana, obo winina, so you are 4-bedroom, dear Kumasa, 4-bedroom, dear Clan 4, baby, Albefabia, obo there for you. Obo refrigeration and air conditioning say, one more born so that from papa pay ye, anti-fre 0558 298 313 0558 298 313. Call na obo enso wuye abusia mewie maton nyoma na wie nti ewie ne say anacha say citizen show no ya pon aseda enko enfama ye commander Boham Kwabena Bobie Ansah ene ne team say wonom ede citizen show no eba e fiabrem poma hene menso me beton nyoma ede ma wo enche ye betena ase na yede no nsi abrom kase bo no yede asomo medamase
Hey, akwesi sikedru amanfo isiwaji jame yampa
den sikedru eye basic cash na mana made me hu nansen no
basic cash eno so ne de
eye game a ye bono oni mobile phone so a ebetimi ama wenye sika bochu egu botu
na say na mebo game yi wo me phone so
eno ane se wo be dial *245# eye simple cra ye Ghana jollof ye wo trotro ene wo gold mine
ene ma me 100 phone yi na me fa twabie
ehun hia so be kra Android phone ukra yam phone kra na ye hia ne se wo network wo so na wo kakra da mobile phone dial *245# eye simple cra
na say na me hia sa metimi atwa game yi
as low as 1 Ghana cedi ekosi 1000 cedis emonu aya atwa na dodo na dili dodo na so be ka me ho na chere yen cruise wo town
senya bazika se hira we die kakra ma me na me so me fa twabie
ene onu agihwe yansa emonu uyeye na etoma wa aya kan wa himemu
na nyame hira me ntiase
yebehia basic cash and incratui National Lottery Authority Caritas platform agiatu obetimi akwenye website www.basiccash.online and see your telegram basiccash GH take it be qualify with your monthly jackpot obetimi win 50,000 cedis.
Yes, Sinabo. Yes, Saba. Afeez, Obiaba Tomato Assassin. In Sasa, nobody the form. Unknown na Benji Estate and Investment Limited. Okofaba. Was a breakdown of Nara. In Sasa, Langat Sahin for Sembia Renew. Atoya. Within 2 weeks. Naya Young Pepes near Zama. Sasa Papa Gugu Baby today. Chopoli. Apo City.
Central University near B5 of the Flower Road. Shy Hills. Afienya To Estate.
And Ambiambia Bebre. In Sunan Kania. Are available? Yes, Assassin. Oil litigation free and not secure. I told Sassana not 2 weeks. Ya won't cut near Zamo.
Aha, Miatova, Mr. Kokwe, Melanie Banyo Dinafle. You can yaga de Kamalongo, Langa de Nyade Kamalongoa, Kejabana Dota de Benji Estate and Investment Limited. A Fimania Anibanyo Kata Fadume.
But Muslim can wear not Josie, not furniture. One main office. Our Tama Community 25 opposite DPS International School Junction off Uploud Road. Fresh
0555-229-909 and 0248-780887.
Benji Estate and Investment Limited. And Sassi for.
Me Junior Mengro, my brother won't pay. No one in Adia or Joe Bagrosan. Now, dear, when you mean the Samoa or what personal natural health care so I hear. I don't know the benefits say you. Peske, I won't 70 or 10 so Cassie more boo who pros retire Cassie. I'm on your drone some woman who say yes, stroke. Diabetes, hepatitis B, pressure, 60 yadia, FH Chroma Manihunu, and Namu Yad the Hodo was Ansah. Owó mfidie pa.
Afei oba opesa o hips anasa wo to eya akese ye ho adwuma. Se stretch marks aje o wedie no aboso a ye yi free ho. Berima obema sua a opesa ye pagya mu no. Bra, best care ewo Enkran, La Paz, Nyameche Junction, Grand Prince School no achiwa. Kumasi Bantima, G Runabout, ye o Medlab achiwo. Baby ani edan Sahuman Rural Bank wo mu no a. Sahuyo so empomam ye ne Church of Pentecost ene di hwe animu. Takwa Roman Stores ye ne Zenith Bank edi hwe animu. Sunyane ye wo Rex ye di Total Filling Station no ene di hwe animu. Ena Takra de Anaje ye ben Queens of Peace Academy a ye ne Koi Filling Station edi hwe animu. Fre Peske ewo 055 773-8555.
Peske quality hair.
We are the number one.
The 15th Gold Bond RTP Awards 2025 is here. The prestigious awards is slated for Saturday, 7th February 2026 at the Accra International Conference Center. Red carpet starts at 6 p.m. The event will also award the top 10 most performed public company CEOs of 2025 with lots of artists performing on the night. The 15th Gold Bond RTP Awards is powered by Big Events Ghana and sponsored by Gold Bond, Visa King, RTP Media Training Institute, RTP Skills Development Institute, RTP Mall, AgriFed Ghana, CocoFed, Knee Fashion, Coco Trade Ghana, Ride Along, A to Z Auto Services, and Special Ice Mineral Water. For Kwabena Bobie Ansah to win the Best Radio Talk Show Host of the Year award, dial star 920 star 111 hash and enter nominee code 436 to vote.
Give us P capsules. A memory. Manum bia benemua. Kani mitutu ya na minkuma bua sese die. Betu esa kum menia G. Give us P capsules. Give it to me, baby. Give us core capsules ozwe.
Emane meme nyina akoko yade. Sisi yade amamanya yemtimotete womono. Yedrono no. Manum bi amama de me ho.
Give us core capsules.
I give it to you, baby. You give it to me.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Give us no. Amen. Papa. Give us P capsules.
And men are what if you do what you do, Cronkwan, Efa.
Give us core capsules.
A pain for a batter, one more menu for one and Quadawin if you do me nunca home. I will draw to beer, motophone, give us Herbal Center, Teshi Mobile, and a Teshi Adriami. Phone numbers 0543 222 470 and 050 68
FD Ashusha Sa Ejedi Krato Imu Aja to Muse Eye.
Every buyer, the Sikamania who sends some baby.
Mede wo sika na mane ka funeral.
Ajibia na mumu buy, or the 2 million be share wunsa.
Ah, gosia. When a name remoli sika twitwi die nanti. Abra betimi dia fa momoso.
Eno an se wodi wunsa be boso keke. Sika no be ko ententemu a asembia eni.
Minsa ka invest me sika no.
Minsa ka pension sika no.
Minsa ka loan no.
Momo tijidi a wo ma no ase. Ne santi o de ekwan pa e be bo ye dwumadi ho ban. Ti say South Pin Reset aba. Se de be ya momo ho ban bo no. E ko nanim kese. Momo di 0244 300,000 per ene be frɛ. MTN anase momo adwumaye ni biara emfrɛ wo. Enkase for momo pin anase one time password no ma. Afenso be mani sika ma obi a wonim no. Anase untimi verify you. Approve prompt bi a enye wo e na wo hyase. Momo still unsaka.
MTN.
Hey, say the Mako who Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic no. Me who credit me. Say enunti no manya award wa. Eya world best. Obian transe ema dompem ya de. Ka say anase mo boya de enkan to dem bio.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Esa nyarwan te say. Ne ekuro etu no. Ne enkan ewo nanum. Oba na be mo pa wo. Ene enyarwan kaye.
Nansi ma me ka say ene spinal cord ho ekaye no. Greenfield adoromenti ene wasa so le gina na so epiem.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Ewo ultra modern laboratory and a diagnostic machine sir. Associated with the Muankasa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Ewo Nungwa Dogon. Estate Junction. Last stop.